طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو على ما من به علينا من النعم الكثيرة الظاهرة والباطنة وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه أما بعد. By the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. All praise belongs to Allah, the one that there's none that has the right to be worshipped except Him. Was bestowed upon His blessings that are numerous, those blessings that are outward and inward. And I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's alone, without having any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, that He is His servant and His messenger. May the peace and salutations of Allah be upon him and his family and his companions. وعلى من تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. To proceed, إخوان. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع ومن قلب لا يخشع ومن نفس لا تشبع وَمِن دُعَاءٍ لَا يُسْمَعْ. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction nor contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered. فنرحب بكم جميعا إلى هذه السلسلة العلمية. So we welcome each and every one of you to this series of classes حيثما ندرس شيئا ما من اللغة العربية, as we're learning from, deriving benefit from the science of the Arabic language. ولأصحاب الكتب, for those that have the book, أين وصلنا? For those that have the book, يا إخوان, where did we arrive to? أين الشيخة؟ لعلنا انتهينا بالتدريب الأول والثاني. طيب وصلنا إلى صفحة 150. We have arrived at page number 150. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. At page number 150. وقبل أن نبدأ بالدرس الجديد, before we start our new lesson, نأخذ شيئا ما من المراجعة. So before we take our new lesson, let's do some vocabulary يا إخوان. طيب والحمد لله رب العالمين تعلمنا بعض الكلمات. We have learned some vocabulary words. من هذه الكلمات, from these words, بحيرة. طيب اكتبوا هذه الكلمة. Write this word يا اخوان. بحيرة. من يترجمها? Who can translate بحيرة? وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف أنت شيخ؟ من يترجم لنا كلمة بحيرة? Who can translate for us يا إخوان the word بحيرة? وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيب من يترجم? Our sister Benin, she gives her salam. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Our sister سلمة. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيب جبريل, وعليكم السلام يا أخي ورحمة الله وبركاته. طيب اكتب هذه الكلمة. Write this word يا إخوان. بحيرة, قلنا أن بحيرة بمعنى a small ocean, or you can say a lake. A small ocean, or you can say a lake. كذلك تعلمنا كلمة مطر. By the praise of Allah upon us, by the bounty of Allah upon us, we also learned the word مطر. It should be a ta. ذي الشبيه أطا. ذي الشبيه أطا. مطر. We learned the word مطر. والمطر مطر. وجمع مطر أمطار. أمطار. And the plural وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله كيف أنت يا شيخ. The plural of مطر is أمطار. أمطار. Change our view يا إخوان. طيب أمطار we're gonna say rains. Rains. مطر rain. The plural أمطار. أمطار. Rains. Rain. مطر rain. أمطار جمع. أمطار is the plural. Our brother Adnan, mashallah, كيف أنت يا شيخ? He says ماذا بحيرة sea or lake. جميلا. طيب كذلك تعلمنا كلمة نزل. We also learned the word نزل. We also learned the word وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. We also learned the word نزل. من يترجمه who can translate نزل. في المضارع ينزل. في المضارع ينزل. من يترجمه نزل who can translate نزل. نزل ينزل. من يترجمه anyone can translate نزل. وعليكم السلام. Our sister says two girls بحيرة the sea or a sea. MashaAllah. جميلا. What about نزل ينزل? Anyone? Please tap the screen while you're watching and share the live. Our sister two girls, she says نزل means to come down. To come down, to descend. MashaAllah. وهذا صحيح. That's correct. نزل, we're going to write to descend. To come down. No copy don't have that. Let's make this a little bigger. إخوان. نزل. To come down. To descend. طيب. كذلك حول أو حولها. حول. We also learned the particle حول. حول. من يترجمه who can translate. أين مترجمون? Where are translators يا إخوان. حول. 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 Here حول is حول. وعليكم السلام. Our brother Dia RB says نزل means to send down. Two girls, نزل means to send down. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you all. طيب. حول. حول. حول here around. Surrounding. Around. Surrounding. Why does it keep getting smaller يا إخوان? حول. نقول هذا السؤال حول الدرس. هذا السؤال حول الدرس. We say this lesson is around this question rather is around the lesson. It's connected to the lesson. هذا السؤال حول الدرس. هذا السؤال. Let's write this down يا إخوان. هذا السؤال حول الدرس. أحيانا بعض الإخوة عندهم دروس عندهم أسئلة لكن أسئلتهم لا تكون حول الدرس، ولا بأس بذلك، لكن نؤخر هذا في آخر الدرس، في آخر الدرس، إلا من اليهود والنصارى، فإذا عندهم أسئلة يسألون، ليس مشكلة. طيب. Some of our brothers and sisters, they have questions, mashallah, but their questions, su'al, this should be hamza, but their questions sometimes are not revolve, or do not revolve around the lesson. So we like to save those to the end. If it's not connected to the lesson, unless you're from the non-Muslim guests, and you guys can ask a question. You moderators, don't argue in the chats with the people. Give advice and the likes. Don't argue. Also, don't delete unless, once again, the people are being belligerent or rude. Then you can delete them. Other than that, be patient, mashallah. نريدهم أن يسمعوا ويستفيدوا من علم الإسلام ومن علمنا ومن الكتاب والسنة. We want the non-Muslims to benefit with us and to hear our speech, and to the message can reach them, inshallah. So if they're listening, they have questions, no problem. Maybe we'll do a timer. One of our beloved sisters had an idea. Maybe we'll set some days just for the non-Muslims outside of our lessons. And if they have questions, we'll try to, one of you moderators can put a timer up so that we won't take too much time outside of our lessons, inshallah ta'ala. Wallahu alam. طيب هذا السؤال حول الدرس. So we're going to say this question revolves around the lesson. This question revolves around the class. حول, around, surrounds. طيب. قال يكون. كذلك تعلمنا كلمة كون. يكون. We also learned the verb كون. من يترجمها أو من يترجم. نعم من يترجمها. Who can translate this word? كون. وفي المضارع يكون. Who can translate كون in the past tense, يكون in the present tense. من يترجم, who can translate كون يكون. Anyone? And the man? Nobody? كون يكون. طيب كون, we're going to say to create, to shape, to fashion. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Our Sheikh, she says, كون means to create or to fashion. MashaAllah, جميلا. طيب. كذلك تعلمنا كلمة السهول بالسين. We also learned السهول. طيب نكبرها. Let's make it bigger يا إخوان. طيب اكتب هذه الكلمة. Write this word. السهول. السهول. من يترجمها؟ السهول. 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 من يترجمها? Who can translate? السهول. Black Pearl Essence LLC. Wa alaikum salam rahmatullah. How are you? May Allah bless you. May Allah raise you. طيب, as-suhur, free Palestine. MashaAllah. May Allah make it easy, make dua. Beloved Sister Maryam reminds us to make dua for our brothers and sisters in Palestine, in Yemen, in Africa, and all over the world. Ya ikhwan, ud'u li ikhwanina wa khawatina. Make dua for your brothers and sisters. نسأل الله تعالى أن ييسر أمرهم عليهم وأن يحافظ عليهم وأن يبارك فيهم وفينا وفي جميع المسلمين على هذه الأرض. May Allah preserve them and protect them and have mercy upon them and bless them and all of us and all of the Muslims throughout the lands. As-suhul, we're going to write the plains. The plains. The plains. Those open lands, the plains. As-suhul, the plains. طيب, نبدأ الدرس. Let's begin our lesson يا إخوان. عندكم أي أسئلة عن العربية قبل أن نبدأ? Anyone has any comments or questions about Arabic before we begin? طيب, انتهينا بالتدريب الأول. We did exercise number 1. We did number 2. طيب, اليوم نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى بتدريب الثالث. تدريب الثالث. So today we're going to start exercise number 3. Exercise number 3. Exercise number 3. طيب, نكبر الشاشة. Let's make our screen a little bigger. الشاشة موجودة. You can see the screen يا إخوان. طيب, قال صاحب الكتاب, the author continues. قال التدريب الثالث. Exercise number 3. Exercise number 3. قال املأ الفراغات في جمل الآتية بما يناسبها من الكلمات التالية. Exercise number 3. He says, fill in the blanks. نحن هنا, we're here يا إخوان. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences with what is suitable for it from the following words. الكلمات, the words. الكلمات. طيب, تسيل, تتجمع, تفيض, حملة, منبع, تجري. طيب, انظر إلى هذه الكلمات. Look at the words first يا إخوان. لأصحاب الكتب, for those that have the book, نحن على 150. For those that have the book, we're on page number 150. Page number 150. الكلمات, the words. الكلمات. طيب, قال تسيل, هذا مضارع. It's the present tense of the verb. سال يسيل, to flow, to stream. Our first word, تسيل. Pay attention. It's the ماذا? The مضارع, present tense. Present tense. تسيل. تسيل. تتجمع. تتجمع. Something is gathered. Something feminine is gathered. تتجمع. تفيض. Something is flowing profusely or in abundance. تفيض. Something is a lot. Our sister Hamida, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. May Allah bless you. Tafidu. طيب. Hamla. Hamla is something that is carried. Can also be a burden. Hamla, something that is carried. Sometimes we call the sheikh, we say, Ya sheikh, لا نريد أن نكون حملا عليكم عندنا بعض الأسئلة. We say, sheikh, we don't want to be a burden. We have some questions here. Our sheikh or sister Carol, wa alayki salam wa rahmatullah. How are you? May Allah bless you. طيب. وكذلك منبع. Manba'u is a spring. Can also be the source. Pay attention. Here's mudaf. Here is mudaf. Manba' is a spring. Wa tajri. Last word. Tajri. Something feminine is flowing or flows. Tajri. فهذه الكلمات. So these are our words. علينا أن نستخدمها في الجمل. We have to use them in a sentence. طيب. قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الأولى. Sentence number 1. الفراغ blank. النهر أكثر ارتفاعا من مصبه. من مصبه blank. The river is more ارتفاعا, is more elevated from مصبه, from the opening of it, where it pours out. طيب. نقول منبع النهر أكثر ارتفاعا من مصبه. We're going to say number 1. منبع. Number 1. منبع. Number 1. We're going to say منبع. منبع النهر أكثر ارتفاعا من مصبه. We're going to write the spring. Can also be the source. The source of the river, the beginning of it, the source of it. The manba', where it begins. We're going to write manba'u an-nahari aktharu irtifa'an. Irtifa', this should be ayn. Irtifa'an min masabbihi. طيب اكتب الجملة. Write the sentence, my brothers and sisters. أنا دائما أقول لكم ولو أنتم على الموقع. We always say to you, brothers and sisters, even if you're online, don't sit in no one's class just in the lesson like that. بدون دفتر بدون قلم. كيف تستفيدوا؟ لا سجلوا الفوائد. Don't sit in no one's class, not ours, anyone's class that you're sitting in. Most of the brothers and sisters يجلسون ويستمعون لكن الفوائد قليلة. الفوائد قليلة. Many of our brothers and sisters, when they sit in class, they're not prepared. They have nothing to write with, nothing to write on. They're just listening. And if you benefit here like that, the benefit is going to be small. If you're sitting in class with nothing to write with and nothing to write on, أنا أضمن لك إذا تستفيد شيء هذا النفع يكون قليلا. I guarantee you, if you're sitting in anyone's class, you name the teacher, you name the sheikh, you name the imam, it doesn't matter. You're sitting in the class and you're not writing the benefits down and you have nothing to write on or nothing to write with, I guarantee you, your benefit is going to be small. I guarantee you. فنريد أن نسجل الفوائد. We want to write down the benefits. حتى نرجع إليها. So we can go back to them. ونحفظها and memorize them. ونطبقها and implement them. هذا الذي نريد من أنفسنا وكذلك من أنفسكم. This is what we want from ourselves and for our brothers and our sisters. Someone wrote منبع with the ayn. منبعون. Take your wall away. منبع ميم نون. منبعون. No ta. منبعون. منبع النهر. منبع النهر عفوا أكثر ارتفاعا من شبه فتحة مصب به. You're going to write the source of the river, where the river begins, the manba', the spring of it, the source, where it sprouts from. The manba', the source of the river. أكثر ارتفاعا, it is greater, is more ارتفاعا, is higher, is more elevated. من مصبه, than where the river flows into, where it pours out to. It's higher at the manba' and is lower at the musab. So you're going to write the source or spring of the river is elevated more than its mouth, or where it pours from. So the manba' is going to be higher. That's the source. Where the river pours into, that's the musab. That's the musab. The musab. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Musab. طيب في الأولى, number one, we use manba'. Number one, we use manba', the source or the river. الثانية, number two. Number two. نظر إلى أعلى فشاهد سحبا blank في السماء. نظر في أعلى فشاهد سحبا blank في السماء. He looked upward. He looked up. فشاهد سحبا, and he noticed the clouds blank في السماء. هذه جميلة. That's a beautiful sentence يا إخوان. طيب اكتبوا هذا. Write this down يا إخوان. You're going to write نظر إلى الأعلى. He looked up. He looked up. Like the Messenger of Allah sometimes would say, Allahumma ashhad, and he will look up. He would say, oh Allah, I call you to bear witness. And he would look up. وهذا دليل على أن الله فوق. And this is a proof that Allah is above. طيب, you're going to write نظر إلى الأعلى. He looked upward. He looked up. إلى الأعلى. He looked up. This should be a Hamza. فشاهد, and he noticed فشاهد أن السحب. فشاهد السحب blank في السماء. طيب اكتبوا جملة. Write the sentence يا إخوان. نظر إلى الأعلى. He looked up. فشاهد السحب. And he noticed the clouds blink. في السماء. Who has number 2? He noticed the clouds were blank. Our sister Tugar, she says تتجمع. MashaAllah. وهذا صحيح. And that's correct. Number 2, you should have تتجمع. He looked up. فشاهد السحب. And he noticed the clouds تتجمع. تتجمع. This should be a ayn. And he noticed that the clouds were gathering. تتجمع. He noticed that the clouds were gathering. Number 2, you should have تتجمع. طيب هنا عندنا كلمة جديدة. We have a new word or 2 new words. نظر. نظر. نظر means to look. We had a conversation with a Christian young man yesterday. مع يهودي رجلا يهوديا أمس أو قبل أمس وذكر آية وقلنا ما نظرتك هنا. So he mentioned the verse and we said, what's your point of view here? What are you trying to show? What's your nadara? What's your view? It can also be like a point of view. So nadara, we're going to write, means to see. Can also mean to look. To see. So number 2 you should have, he looked up. Or you can say upwards. And he noticed. You can say he saw. You can say he witnessed the clouds. Or he noticed that the clouds were gathering. نظر إلى أعلى. He looked up. إلى أعلى. To look up. He looked up. Above. Upward. نعم. وبارك الله فيكم. طيب. Brother Abdul Malik, كيف أنت يا شيخ؟ السلام عليكم. طيب الجديدة, our new word here, نظرة. نظرة means to look. نظرة means to look. نظرة. Write this down يا إخوان. وفي المضارع ينظر. نظرة, I want you to write نظرة. In the past tense, ينظر. To look. To look. نظرة. Can also be to see. وَنَظَرَةٌ, a view. It can also be a point of view. مَا نَظَرَتُكَ, what's your point of view? Sometimes you're talking to your wife, you're not paying too much attention anyway. You stop her and say, مَا نَظَرَتُكِ, what's your point here? Most of the time she's going to say, huh? What do you mean? Why are you asking me what's my point? I remember one time arguing with Ikhwan. We try not to argue. And then I stopped her and said, what did I just say? What's my point? She said, huh? What? Anytime they say, huh, Ikhwan, you're not paying no mind anyway. I give your brothers a reminder. Most of the time, your beloved women folk, they don't really want you to comment anyway. It's something about a woman, ya ikhwan. Allah alam. I don't know. Only Allah knows. هن يردنا منا أن ينظر إليهم أن ننظر إليهن ولكن لا نتكلم. لا نعلق شيئا ولو كلمة ولو ولا نزيد شيء. لا، يريدنا منا أن ننظر إليهن فقط وأن نسكت فقط. هذا الذي هن يريدنا منا. Our beloved women, usually, my brothers, they want you to sit there when they're talking. You have to look at them. It's something about they want you to look at them. I don't know what the benefit of that, but it's something about you have to look at them. If you look away, it's something about you looking at them. My brothers, you have to look at your women. And number two, don't interject. Don't comment. They don't really want you to comment anyway. You just have to effectively listen. So I'll give you a trick, my brothers and sisters. أنا وجدت الحل. I found the solution. I found the solution. طيب. فعندما المرأة تتكلم أريدك أن تنظر إليها وأحيانا تقول ما شاء الله، وتقول الله أكبر، وتقول فقط. ثلاثة أشياء. I'm going to give my brothers, not the sisters, I'm going to give the brothers a solution. This for my brothers. When your women folk are talking to you, tell you 3 things I want you to do. 1, you have to look at them. Sit there and look at them. Number 2, don't interject, but from time to time throw out a mashallah. Just throw it out there. Whatever she's talking about. Girl, I was with my homegirls. We was at the mall. We went to the store. We was at the park. Whatever their stories they're talking about. From time to time, taqul mashallah. Throw out a mashallah randomly. And then throw out a for real? Haqqan? For real? And that you're gonna have the best conversation ever, ya ikhwan. طيب نرجع إلى الدرس. Let's get back to the lesson يا إخوان. طيب وكذلك عندنا نظرة. We also have the word نظرة. نظرة is a view. It can also be a point of view. It can also be a point of view. نظرة. ما نظرتك? What's your point of view here? A view can also be a point of view. The young man we were talking to yesterday, he humbled us because he said he met Jesus Christ عليه السلام. وهذا أثر قلبي. That touched my heart. فما قابلت شخصا ما قال بلسانه هو أنه قابل عيسى أو أحدا من الأنبياء والرسل في زماننا هذا أول مرة. وهذا أثر قلبي. When the young man, may Allah guide him and all of us to Islam, may Allah guide our brother, what's his name, ya ikhwan? The Christian young man, brother Hebrew. He said his name was Hebrew. May Allah guide him and all of us to Islam. So he said, I met Jesus Christ twice. I've never met a person living in our time ever to ever claim to meet any of the prophets. So that humble myself here. Wow. If you met Jesus Christ, Allahu Akbar. Barakallahu fika wa fina wa fikum. Wallahu yahdihi wa yana. And may Allah guide him and all of us here. طيب نرجع إلى الدرس. Let's return back to the lesson. طيب تعلمنا شاهدة قبل. We also learned شاهدة. Did we have شاهدة before يا إخوان? I think one of our earlier books we had شاهدة. So شاهدة is not new. I think we had شاهدة already. شاهدة, to witness. شاهدة. I think we had shahada earlier, ya ikhwan, in our lessons. To witness. Shahada. Can also be to see. Wa alaikum salam. What's your methodology, my brother? طيب, Assalamu alaikum awwalan. May Allah bless you. May the peace and mercy of Allah be upon you. As for my methodology is the methodology of the people of Hadith. My methodology is the Sunnah of the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam. My methodology is the people of the narrations. My methodology is the methodology of the earlier generations. Walhamdulillah, arju min Allah ta'ala that we hope with Allah that نتبع أهل الحديث حقا ونتبع أهل السنة حقا ونتبع أهل الأثر حقا. We hope that we're truly following the methodology of the people of Hadith. We hope that we're truly following the methodology of the people of the Sunnah. We hope, ya ikhwan. No. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. طيب. قال الثالثة. Number 3. هذا السؤال لشيختنا زكية. This question is for our Shaykha Zakiya. لماذا صحب منصوب? Why is صحب منصوب? وهذا لأختنا 2 girls. This for our sister 2 girls. لماذا سمائي وليس سماء؟ Why is it سمائي with a كسرة and not سماء with a ضمة? وهذا لي أختنا شيختنا Sister Carol. This for our sister, our Sheikha, Sister Carol. ما عملوا فيه? What's the function of فيه? ما عملوا فيه? What's the function of فيه? وهذا لي أختنا سلمة. This for our sister سلمة. ما مفرد صحبة? What's the singular of صحب? What's the singular of صحب? What's the singular of صحب? وهذا لي أخينا Sheikh Nakir. This for our brother Sheikh Nakir. توجد 3 أفعال أين هن? In this sentence there are 3 verbs. In this sentence there are 3 verbs. Where are they? In this sentence there are 3 verbs. Where are they? Our sister 2 girls, she says سمائي is سمائي because it comes after fi. So it takes a kasra. It's the ism majroor. It's the noun, the genitive noun. MashaAllah. وهذا صحيح. Our Shaykh Zakir, she says as-suhba is the object of the verb he witnessed. What's that called in Arabic? What's that called in Arabic? ما اسم هذا في العربية? What's the name of that in Arabic? السلام عليكم صديقي. كيفك؟ سجل في الدرس? You gonna sit in class or no? طيب نمشي. Let's continue يا اخوان. الثالثة number 3. قال تنزل الأمطار في blank مياه الأنهار. So he says تنزل الأمطار, the rains come down, the rains descend. فبlank مياه الأنهار, the waters of the river. تنزل الأمطار فبlank مياه الأنهار. طيب, number 3. Our beloved Sheikh, she says, that's called in Arabic the maf'ulun bihi. MashaAllah, ahsanti. May Allah raise you. Our brother speaker Muslim, wa alaikum salam rahmatullah. Kayfa anta ya akhi? Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you. Type number 3, we're going to write. أين نحن, where are we يا إخوان? Number 3, تنزل الأمطار. I want you to write. You're going to write تنزل. This should be Arabic. Why isn't I changing it to Arabic? طيب. There you go. تنزل الأمطار. صح. فراغ blank 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 مياه الأنهار. مياه الأنهار. طيب, اكتبوا الجملة. Write the sentence, my brothers and sisters. تنزل الأمطار blank مياه ليش بيه همزة الأنهار مضاف إليه مضاف إليه, the subject or an object rather, and the thing that the object is attributed to or connected with. Bismillah. Number 3, you should have تنزل الأمطار فبlank مياه الأنهار. The rains descend, then the waters of the river blank. So here you can have 1 or 2, or 1 of 3 technically. If you had tasilu, that's correct. If you had tafidu, that would be correct. And if you had tajri, that would also be correct. طيب, let's see if there's a better one. سرعة مياه النهر تجعله يستطيع كل ما في طريقه. سرعة مياه النهر تجعل يستطيع حمل كل ما. طيب, number 5, وديان عندما تنزل الأمطار. طيب, that could be 1 or 2 يا إخوان. If you had tasilu, that's correct. If you had tajrid, that's also correct. Alhamdulillah. ودياني. Why is it ودياني? عندما تنزل الأمطار مياه من المرتفع إلى منخفض. طيب. So for number 3, if you had, وعليكم السلام. If you picked for number 3, تنزل الأمطار فبlank مياه الأنهار. If you pick the rains descend, so the waters of the river flows in abundance. تفيض, then that would be correct. And if you had tajri, that would also be correct. So we're going to pick تفيض. تفيض. It flows in abundance. It's plentiful. But once again, if you had tajri, then that's fine, because that will be correct grammatically also. And in ma'na, تنزل الأمطار the waters descend. The rain descends. فَتَفِيضُ مِيَاهُ الْأَنْهَارِ. So the waters of the river تَفِيضُ becomes a lot, flows in abundance. Our Shaykh or Sister Kawa, she says, the action of fi يَجْعَلُ الْإِسْمَ الَّذِي جَاءَ بَعْدَهُ مَجْرُورًا. MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. Our sister says, what does fi do? Fi makes the noun that comes after it genitive. Allahu Akbar. We're still waiting on our answer from our Shaykh Nakir. And may Allah bless you all, ya ikhwan. One of the best ways to review grammar, it's hard to review grammar. One of the best ways to review grammar, تتوقف واسأل نفسك أسئلة عن هذه الكلمات عن هذه أو عن هذا سياق عن هذا ترتيب. You're reading something, stop, ask yourself about the words. Why is this dhamma? Why is this kasra? What is this called? What's this word called? One of the best ways to refresh the grammar. Grammar is one of the easiest things to forget. لأننا لا ندرسه طويلا, because we don't study it in great detail. ندرسه ثم ننساه. We study it and then we forget it. فعلينا أن ماذا نستمر به. So we have to be continuous with grammar. بالأسئلة والجواب, with questions and answers. خاصة في القرآن, especially in the Quran والسنة. فالذي يدرس النحو يفيده في الفهم من الكتاب والسنة. The one who studies grammar is going to benefit him in his understanding in the Quran and Sunnah. Without grammar, you don't really understand what Allah is talking about. إذا لا ندرس النحو لا تفهم القرآن والسنة بالدقة أبدا. If you don't study grammar, I guarantee you, you're not truly going to understand the words of Allah. You're not going to do it. Without grammar. Without grammar, you're not going to study or understand the words of the Messenger, alayhi salatu wasalam, in detail. Without grammar. You need grammar. You need grammar. وَهَذَا مِن دِينِنَا, and that's from our religion. طيب, so we're going to write the rains, or in Arabic it says the rains. The rains descend. So, the river, the water of the river the rains descend, so the water of the river becomes in abundance. Or you can put it flows in abundance. The rivers flow in abundance. So number 3, we're going to say تفيض. طيب الرابعة, number 4. Number 4. سرعة مياه النهر تجعله يستطيع blank كل ما في طريقه. And this one is difficult يا إخوان. هذا أصعب جملة في هذا التدريب والله أعلم. This one is the most difficult sentence on this exercise. If you got this one right, ما شاء الله تعالى, نجاح في كل جملة, then you were successful in every sentence. سرعة مياه النهر تجعله يستطيع blank كل ما في طريقه. The swiftness or the speed of the waters of the river makes it possible to blank everything in its path. Makes it possible to blank everything in its path, in its way. If you got number 4 right, mashallah, you're the sheikh or the sheikh of today. Whoever got number 4 right, they can be our student of the day. from the brothers and the sisters. Whoever got number 4 right, they're going to be termed the Talibul Ilmi al-Yawm. They're going to be the student of the day. Talibul Yawm. Alright, one of you moderators, make whoever gets number 4 right, they're going to be the student of the day, inshallah. And it could be more than one. Alright, you're going to write Sura'atu. Sura'atu miyahi. Mudaf. Mudaf ilayh. An-nahari. Taj'aluhu. Taj'aluhu. يستطيع blank كل ما صح كل ما في طريقه الذي يجيب على هذا طالب اليوم. Whoever gets this one right will be our student of the day. وقد يزيد على واحد, and it can be more than one. طيب نضيف الحركات. Let's add our vowels. سرعة مياه النهر تجعله يستطيع blank blank كل نعم مضاف ما في طريقه. Whoever got number 4 is our student of the day. Our Sheikha, she says, I say Hamla. Sister Carol says, I also say Hamla. I hope I'm right. Taib, let's see who else. Our Sheikha says Hamla. Sister Carol says, our Sheikha, Sister Carol says Hamla. 2 girls Hamla. You all have Hamla. Oh, you guys sure? Hamla. If you picture if you're on TikTok, you need to be on YouTube in order to see. Now, on the YouTube, you guys, you can see the screen. You can see our notes. You can see the book. On the TikTok and the Telegram, you just can hear our voice. On the TikTok, you just can hear us. If you really want to be in the class, go over to the YouTube so you can see the words. You can view the book. It's a little easier there. The screen is there. طيب. Our brother says Hamla. طيب. If all of you who said Hamla, you are right. So you should have for number 4, we're gonna write Hamla. Hamla. Sur'atu miyahi. This should be mudaf. Mudaf ilayh. Sur'atu miyahi. صح؟ نعم. Sur'atu miyahi. النهر تجعله يستطيع حمل كل مضاف. So حمل is the مفعول به and it's also مضاف, and كل is the مضاف إليه. نعم. في حرف جر, طريقه اسم مجرور, وطريق المضاف, والهاء مضاف إليه. طيب. So our student of the day is going to be our Sheikha, Sister Carol, our Sheikha, Sister Akia, and 2 girls. All of you were correct. All of you who said Hamla, all of you are right. So our student of the class are 3 of our sisters, Sister Zakia, Sister Carol, 2 girls. None of their brothers answered yet. Well, we gave the answer now. We have to give our brothers another question here. If you had Hamla, then you are right. So number 4, you should have the speed or the quickness of the water of the river causes it makes the water, the speed of the water makes the water able, possible to carry, to lift, to carry everything that's in its path. MashaAllah, ya ikhwan. وَهَذْ مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ. That's from the mercy of Allah. So you're going to write the speed, or you can put the quickness of the water of the river makes it able, possible, to carry everything that's in its way, in its path. Everything that is in its path or way. MashaAllah, our sisters, ikhwan, we say all the time, we wish the brothers we studied and we were more serious about learning like our women. And this is not a knock to the brothers. No, we just wish. We recognize that our women, in almost every masjid you go to, in any city you go to, al-mustafidun aktharuhum an-nisa. Those who are really the most diligent usually are the women. In every masjid you go to. وهذا في أمريكا وفي غير أمريكا. هذا كذلك في بلاد المسلمين. This is in America and outside of America. When you go to Yemen, all those memorizers from the men, it was almost double amongst the women. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you all, ya ikhwan. This is not a knock to our brothers, but it's a praise to our women. You don't always have to knock one to praise one. No, we're not. This is not politics, ya ikhwan, where I have to knock you down to lift myself up. No, نحن مسلمون. We're Muslims. فنحمد نساءنا ولا نطعن في رجالنا. We can praise our women without belittling our men, without criticizing our men. No, we just wish the same way our women were serious, are serious and more diligent. We wish the men, us, we wish we were like that. We wish. I hope. This is something that we always say, ya ikhwan. In our days of Yemen, the memorizers from the brothers, mashallah, those women were doubled. The women, they're just more serious, ya ikhwan. Allahu Akbar. It's not a knock to the men. We hope whatever Allah bless them with, that love they have for learning, we wish Allah bless us with that. We wish, for example. And we're not saying there are no brothers that have it. Some brothers, mashallah, they are studious brothers. May Allah barakallahu fihim. May Allah reward those brothers and bless those brothers. لكن النسوة أكثر, but the women are more. وهذا في كل أو في معظم المساجد في هذا البلد وفي غير هذا البلد. And that's in most of the masajid you go to. In our lands and outside of our land. Outside. MashaAllah, ya ikhwan. May Allah make it easy. طيب نكمل. Let's finish, يا إخوان. الخامسة, number 5. الفراغ blank الودياني عندما تنزل الأمطار. Blank the valleys when the rain descends. Blank the valleys when the rain descends. Blank the valleys when the rain descends. The valley does something. When the rain comes down, the valleys, they do something. Here if you put tasilu or tajri, ليس مشكلة الحمد لله. The valleys, they flow away when the rain descends. Or if you put tasilu, as we mentioned earlier when we said tanzilu, and number 3 we put tafidu. If you put tasilu there, no problem. But tafidu looked more honorable there. And then we're going to put for number 5 either tasilu or tajri. Tasilu and tajri have the same meaning: to flow forth, to run, to stream. So these are interchangeable. So number 5 we're going to write tasilu. Tasilu al-wudiyani. طيب. Why is this wudiyan kasra, ya ikhwan? I have a kasra in my book. No. طيب. So our book grammatically has a kasra. Either the book has an error or that alif and lam, that kasra should be a dhamma. He has wudiyani. We don't have any harfu jar here. to make this kasra. So I think the book, this should be a dhamma. In my book, ya ikhwan, I don't have any other words. There's no prepositions there. منبع المياه منبع ودياني. No, that wouldn't fit. تجري. طيب, I think the book, this should be a dhamma on the noon, not a kasra, as nothing fits if this is a kasra. We don't have no harf jar. طيب, I think here, wallahu alam, the kasra should be a dhamma. تجري وديانو أو تسيل وديانو. Yes, but not ودياني. There's nothing to make this dhamma kasra. What do you think, ya ikhwan? I don't have anything to make it a kasra. Wallahu alam. So let's assume the book has a printing error. Someone asked, when are you going to start Nahu Wadih? We're trying to see now, ya ikhwan, as we mentioned, we want to increase some of the Arabic. We want to try to make it 4 days or 5 days, even if it's not an hour a day. As our 3 days a week is good, but it's just, we want to do more, inshallah. So we're going to try to find a day for the advanced students to do grammar from the book Nahu Wadih. It's a tremendous book, but it's big, ya ikhwan. So that's going to be a few days a week, inshallah. We're still trying to arrange some classes around. طيب, for number 5, we're going to assume that this kasra should be a dhamma. Wudiyani should be wudiyanu, not kasra. As ما عندنا حروف لتجعل الضمة كسرة, because we have no prepositions to make the dhamma kasra. So it will be a mistake either way. طيب. So we're going to assume that that was a dhamma. Wallahu alam. طيب, number 5, I want you to write. We're going to say either tajri or tasilu. Both of them are correct. If you have tajri, you're right. And if you have tasilu, you're right. If you put tajri, jamilan. And if you put tasilu, jamilan. They both are correct. ليس مشكلة. نفس المعنى. They have the same meaning. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, to flow or to pour for to stream. Tajri, and if you're right, if you wrote tasilu. Al-wudiyanu, al-wudyanu. عندما صح تنزل الأمطار. طيب, نضيف الحركات. Let's add our vowels. Let's add our vowels. عندما, when, تنزل, this should be an alif, الأمطار. طيب, the valleys flow when the rain descends. The valleys should be a Y. Flow when the rain descends. طيب, كذلك السادسة, number 6, similarly. If you had tajri for number 5, then tasilu is number 6. If you had tasilu for number 5, then tajri is number 6. نفس المعنى. Sister Carol says, could it be 2 valleys? Our sister, our sheikha, she says, could it be 2 valleys? طيب, let's see, ikhwan. Where's the sentence? If it's wudiyani, that would be 2 valleys. Wudiyani. طيب. Our sister gave us a benefit. Our sheikha, Sister Zakiya, she says, could it be 2 valleys? Al-wudiyani. طيب. Grammatically, that would fit if you say tajri al-wudiyani. 2 valleys flow when the rain descends. That would be better grammatically. And then we won't say that the author made a mistake. So we kill 2 birds there. Two valleys flow when the rain descends. You can say that grammatically, of course. The meaning, why would it be two? But that would be better than saying that the book. We don't like to say people make mistakes here, Juan. That would be better. Our Sheikha says, could you say two? Wudiyani, the kasra, the alif is there. Wudiyan, the alif is already there for Wudiyanu. Al-Wudiyanu, Wudiyanani, Wudiyanani. Afan, our Sheikha, if it's two valleys, then the alif will be on the noon. Now, if you say two valleys, the word itself is Wudiyan. Al-Wudyanu. Al-Wudyanu. So if you say Al-Wudyani, that wouldn't make it two, because two would be Al-Wudyanani. Two valleys would be Al-Wudyanani. Wudyanani. So here it looks like either that dhamma, that kasra should be a dhamma, because if there were two valleys, the alif will be on the noon. Wudyanani. Now this will be the ithnain here. But good point of view. So it looks like, يا إخوان, إما يوجد خطأ في الطبع. Either there is a mistake on the printing, maybe, or there's another word should be there. Wallahu alam. But other than that, I don't see why it's Wudiyani. To make it Wudiyani, we need a mudaf, and they only gave us one mudaf, and that was manba'. And if you say manba' al-Wudiyani, the sort, but then we use manba' twice, as number one was mudaf ilayh also. So I think, my beloved brothers and sisters, the Wudiyani should be Wudiyanu. That's the only thing I can see. Wallahu alam. MashaAllah, Shaykh, may Allah bless you. Good point of view. You were close, super close. And that's more honorable than saying someone made an error. Now, our sister says, I've been trying to get this book. Will someone please tell me the name? We want to try to send some to Amazon, ya ikhwan. We just found out that the Amazon, they bind books from the right. So what we're going to do, inshallah, we don't have the right to sell the book. It's not our book. And they give it out for free in the kingdom. But we're going to buy them from the Amazon and then just sell it for whatever we pay for it to make it a book. The book is the Tabeer book. Your nose. The Tabeer series from the Muhammad Saud. So many of us have the PDF. If you were with us for a long time, you probably have the actual book. When they were giving them out for free, mashallah, the book is a free program. So what we're going to do is try to send the book to the Amazon and see. We already emailed them. They do buying books from the right now. So we can get a whole lot of them and then maybe just sell them back for whatever we paid to make it a book. But we're not selling the book. We'll just probably sell it for the price that we paid to print it. But the book is a free program. The whole curriculum is a free program, mashallah. All 20-something books are free. They used to give them away at that program in DC years ago. Also, if you get you can get the PDF, inshallah. We'll send you the PDF, or someone can. A couple weeks ago, somebody, Salama or Sister Zakiya, somebody shared the link. One of you guys reshared the link. We send it. It's on the Telegram. We downloaded the book. We send the book to everyone. We'll resend it, inshallah, for our brothers and sisters on TikTok. It's the your nose. Bismillah. It's the Tabeer series. Or we're on level 2. Tabeer level 2. The PDF. If not, after, somebody send the clip. If you have a link to the book, send it to the TikTok. inshallah. If not, we'll try to make sure you get a copy. Someone asked, and I think one of the girls, mashallah, sent the link. So that's something we're trying to do in the future. And may Allah bless you all, ya ikhwan. طيب آخر جملة, our last sentence. السادسة, number 6. الفراغ blank المياه من المرتفع إلى المنخفض blank the waters from مرتفع, from a high level to a low level. Blank the water from a high level to a low level. So here, if you made tajri number 5, then tasil will be number 6. But it'd be better as far as the meaning. And نضع تسيل للخامس وتجري للسادس. But by meaning, they both have the same meaning, to flow, to stream. But number 6 will be better to use tajri. The water flows using tajri, streams from above to what is lower. It flows from high to low. That'll be better to use tajri. Wallah alam. But as we mentioned, they both can be interchangeable. If you use tajri for number 5, then tasilu is number 6. If you use tasilu for number 5, then tajri is number 6. طيب وعندنا كلمتان جديدتان. We have 2 new words here. طيب اكتب الجملة. Write this sentence يا إخوان. You can say تسيل أو تجري. ليس مشكلة. نفس المعنى. Same meaning. So number 6, we're going to write تجري or تسيل. This should be a yeah. المياه من المرتفع إلى المنخفض. The water flows from high to low. The water flows from high to low. وهذا كذلك في العلم. This is also a knowledge. This is also a knowledge. وأعطيكم فائدة. I'll give you a benefit يا إخوان. لا تكونوا كالمسلمين الذين يتكلمون عن العلماء أو في ماذا احترام العلماء أبدا. Try your best, my brothers and sisters. Don't be those who talk about the scholars. Don't talk about the honor of the scholars. This doesn't mean لا يمكنك أن تقول هذا مخطئ. لا. This doesn't mean you can't say such and such is wrong or this is wrong. لا. هذا ليس بمعنى ذلك. لكن إذا عندنا شيخ من أهل السنة من أهل الحديث وتراه مخطئا عليك بالأدب وعليك بالاحترام لأنه من علماء هذا الدين ولو كان مخطئا. My brothers and sisters, if you see a scholar from Ahl Sunnah, a scholar, and he, in your opinion, he made a mistake, or your point of view, he made a mistake, or he made a mistake. Either one or two things. He made a mistake, or you think he made a mistake, but he really didn't. At any rate, still have manners with the scholar. الآن في زماننا هذا عندنا سيء الآداب. Nowadays we have bad manners. خاصة وعامة. We have bad manners generally and specifically. Specifically أمام العلماء. Specifically, we have bad manners in front of the scholars. فقال الشخص مثلا عن شيخي سليمان روحيلي حفظه الله وهو جبل في زماننا. One of the brothers said some speech about the noble Sheikh Suleiman Ruhaili, and he's a mountain of knowledge, a mountain of knowledge. وهو من كبار علماء العصر, and he's from the major scholars of today. سليمان روحيلي. والروحيلي الآخر إبراهيم روحيلي أعلى منه. And there's another روحيلي, Ibrahim Ruhaili. He is even higher. He is even on a higher level of knowledge. At any rate, هذا الشخص رأى سليمان روحيلي أخطأ في مسألة فلا يسميه شيخا. هذا من سوء الآداب. So the brother, according to the brother, he follows another masjid. They see that the sheikh made a mistake in the issue. They see the sheikh made a mistake in the issue. So he no longer calls him sheikh. He says, oh, Suleiman. You say, yeah, that's from terrible, bad manners. That's not from the sunnah of the Messenger ﷺ. You show honor and respect to the people of knowledge. Even if he's mistaken. He loses his scholarship because he made an error according to you. لا أبدا. That's not correct. فهذا الحديث أو هذه الجملة تذكرني بهذا. This sentence here reminds me of that. Water flows from above to the less. From above, it flows upward from the top to the bottom. من مرتفع إلى المنخفض. It flows from being above and it goes downward. From the high to the low. And so does knowledge. كيف الطالب يطعن في الشيخ؟ أبدا. How in the world? I don't understand. In America, I don't understand. How do the students of knowledge or the general Muslim or the ignorant Muslim or the layman have the nerve to talk about scholars? كيف يا أخي؟ أنت لا تعرف ثلاثة حديث. You don't even know 3 hadith. بالسند, with the whole chain. لا ما عندك حديث واحد بالسند إلى النبي. You don't have one chain that you can mention, the whole chain that the Prophet said. Not one. لا تعلم كتبا في عقيدة ولا في الحديث ولا في الفقه إلا كتب الصغارة للأولاد. You can't mention no books in hadith, fiqh, and no science except the general books that our children study. MashaAllah, he's going to say 40 hadith. Yes, our children study 40 hadith. MashaAllah. Of course you can say 40 hadith. Many of us have not even memorized 40 hadith. How can you speak about a scholar? You have no hadith, no ayat, no Quran, no Arabic, no fiqh, no tafsir. How? Many of our women criticizing scholars. Sister, you don't know Aleph from Ba or Ta from Tha, and you're criticizing a major scholar in Islam? How? And this is a sickness, ya ikhwan. هذا البلاء والبلاية والمشكلة حصلت على بلدنا هذا. This is a calamity that has befallen this land of ours in America. And may Allah help us all, ya ikhwan. فإذا أخطأ شيخ فنقول أن هذا خطأ ونحترم هذا الشيخ لأنه شيخ. If a scholar makes a mistake, if it's a mistake, then we say it's a mistake. But we keep the honor of the sheikh. We keep the honor of the sheikh. وهذا من ديننا. And this is from our religion. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Our sister says 40, we can't even recite 5. And that's correct. Most of our women, most of our brothers, we are ignorant of our religion, ikhwan. I'm not ashamed to say, I'm ignorant of Islam. That's why we learn and we seek knowledge every day. Because we're ignorant. We're not those who say, we're knowledgeable. No. Someone said, why don't you do questions and answers? We say, because we're ignorant, ya ikhwan. We're ignorant. We try our best to help, but that's for the people of knowledge. That's for the people of knowledge. At any rate, we can't even recite. You ask someone, write out Al-Fatiha. Write it out. You ask the average Muslim, write out Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim with all the vowels. You ask the average sister, show me in the Quran the commandment to cover. The average woman, la tastati, she can't do so. You ask the average brother, علمني الوضوء النبي بالدليل لا يمكنه. You ask the average brother, Show me how the Prophet made wudu, but mention your proofs as you do so. Wudu. 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 The woman wants to get married, you ask her, mention a hadith about getting married. Just mention one. She can't do so. The man wants to get married, mention one verse in the Quran about getting married. Just one. Mention one hadith about getting married. Can't do so. The average Muslim, prayer is obligatory 5 times a day. Give me a proof to support it. Can't do so. Allah is one. There's only one Allah. Give me a verse to show it. Only Allah deserves to be worshipped. Give me a hadith to show it. Many of us, we don't seek knowledge the way we think we seek knowledge. We recycle the same 3 books over and over and over and over. And then we say, Sheikh, Sheikh, Sheikh. Everyone's a Sheikh now. Everyone. So much so, لا نميز بين العلماء حقا والعلماء الذين نحن نسميهم علماء. Nowadays, everyone's a sheikh so much, we can't even differentiate between who are the true scholars and who are those that we just call sheikh. We don't even know. You ask a sister, she wants to get married. Sister, mention 3 scholars. She's going to mention the imams in her country, in her city. She's going to say Imam such and such, Imam such and such, Imam such and such. You say, sister, mention 3 companions of the Prophet of Allah. She's going to say, my Imam is such and such, my Imam is such and such. The brother wants to divorce the wife. The sister said, the man wants to get married. Give me one proof to do so. And that's how ignorant we are. وفي زيادة إلى هذا نتكلم ونتكلم ونتكلم. كيف نتكلم ونحن جاهل؟ كيف? In addition to that, we talk about this one and talk about this one and talk about that one and talk about this one. How? And we don't know our religion. How can we dare talk? How? You look on Facebook and the different apps, there's so many argumentations about religious affairs. And most of the chat is ignorant. Maybe that one girl has the right to talk, or that one brother has the right to talk. Maybe. Everyone else should be sakitun, should be quiet. في هذا الدين إذا ما عندنا علم علينا أن نسكت. هذا ديننا. In our religion, if we don't know, we have to be quiet. In our religion. فهذه الجملة تذكرني بهذا. This sentence here, my brothers and sisters, reminds me of this. The water flows from above to below. It flows from upward, lower, from high to low. مر تفعي إلى المنخفض. وهكذا علم, likewise knowledge. أتمنى أن نرجع إلى ماذا الاحترام. I wish, I hope we get back to having honor for the people of knowledge, honor for the students of knowledge, honor for the imams. وهذا ليس بمعنى أنه معصومون. لا. This does not mean that our scholars, our students, and our local imams are infallible. No. لكن نحترمهم, but we have honor to them or for them. وذهب احترامنا إلا من رحمه الله, and our honor has left today. Our honor has left today, except in the one Allah has mercy upon. ما عندنا احترام. We have no honor no more. ما عندنا احترام للعلم, ما عندنا احترام للحديث, ما عندنا احترام للقرآن, ما عندنا احترام للعلماء, ما عندنا احترام لطلبة العلم, ما عندنا احترام للأئمة. لا, ما عندنا احترام. We lost our honor. We don't have honor for knowledge no more. No, we left it. We don't have honor for the Quran. We don't have honor for the hadith. We don't have honor for the people of knowledge. We don't have honor for the students of knowledge. We don't have honor for the imams. We lost it. No one has honor, but we have honor for TikTok. We have honor for Facebook. We have honor for Instagram. We have honor for taking our pictures. Where is our honor? How do we lose the honor for seeking knowledge? وهذا يبكيني كثيرا. And this saddens us a lot, ya ikhwan. فذهب احترامنا للعلم. We lost the honor of knowledge يا إخوان. إلا من رحمه الله, except the one that lies mercy upon. والله أعلم. طيب. So let's write this sentence يا إخوان. The water flows from the elevated level to a low level. And likewise knowledge. How are students of knowledge criticizing scholars? How are the layman folk criticizing scholars? One brother said, Sheikh such and such never ever ever made an error. You say, Ya akhi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah help us. نحترم العلماء. We love the ulama يا إخوان. We honor the ulama. This is our religion. طيب للواجب فهم يا إخوان. أريدكم إكمال التدريب الرابع. I want you to finish exercise number 4. We're going to give you 2 pieces of homework. We know only the women are going to do it. We already know. Outside of Zahid, our beloved brother Zahid does his homework, mashallah. So Zahid and the sisters, we already know, only our brother Zahid and the sisters are going to do their homework. We're going to give you 2 pieces of homework today. Exercise number 4 and number 5. Number 4, أكمل إبارات القائمة ألف بما يناسبها من قائمة باء. Complete the phrases from the Alif section with what is suitable for it from the Ba section. طيب عندنا 5 جملة. We have 5 sentences here. فنكمل قائمة ألف بما يناسبها من قائمة باء. You're going to complete from the Alif section. This is the Alif section. So you're going to read the sentences and you're going to draw a line from the sentence that matches it from Alif, that completes it, from the Ba section. And also at Tadrib al-Khamis, exercise number 5. Exercise number 5. So today we're going to give 2 pieces of homework. طيب كون من كل كلمتين بين القوسين جملة مفيدة مع إضافة ما تراه مناسبا. So create or fashion from the 2 words that are between the brackets a beneficial sentence, and you can add what you see to be suitable. So we have 5 more sentences here. You're going to take the 2 words between the brackets, the قوسين, and create جملة مفيدة, and create a beneficial sentence. Remember, استخدموا الكلمات التي عندك. Remember, use the vocabulary that you have. The more vocabulary you have, the better your sentences are going to be. Don't use I saw him, he saw me, I went, he went, unless that's your only vocab. Many of you brothers and sisters have vocabulary. The more vocabulary you have, the beautiful your sentences are going to be. طيب ونكتفي هنا, and we'll stop there. وجزاكم الله خيرا. May Allah reward you all. Our sister says it's because as a society, sadly, we've lost respect, and this is the basis for everything. Yes, that's the point. May Allah bless you. We lost the respect of knowledge, ya ikhwan. We don't see the people of knowledge to be the people of knowledge. We don't see the students of knowledge to be the students of knowledge. May Allah help us, ya ikhwan. May Allah help us all. طيب, anyone has anything to mention, they can do so. If not, we'll stop there. وَجَزَاكُمْ اللَّهُ خَيْرًا. People say they don't see the imams and the scholars to be humans. And that's the opposite side of it, where you go overboard. رَفِعُوا الْعُلَمَاء فَوْقَ مَنْزِلَتِهِمْ هَذَا الظُّلَّمْ كَذَلِكَ. To raise the scholars above their levels is also oppression. وَأَنْ نُنَزِلُهُمْ تَحْتَ مَنْزِلَتِهِمْ كَذَلِكَ ظُلَّمْ. And to lower them below their level is also oppression. نستخدمهم أو نراهم على منزلتهم. We keep them on their level. هم علماء. They are scholars. لا نرفعهم إلى منزلة الأنبياء والرسل. لا. We don't raise them to the levels of the prophets and messengers. لا. ولا ننزلهم تحت منزلتهم. لا. And we don't lower them below their levels. لا. هم علماء وحملة العلم وورثة الأنبياء والرسل لكنهم ليسوا معصومين. They are the scholars. We keep them at their levels. They are the inheritors of the prophets and messengers. They're the carriers of knowledge. We don't oppress them. We don't say they're prophets and messengers. We don't say he's infallible. He's never going to make an error. No. And we don't lower him. If he makes an error or I don't agree with him, I don't call him sheikh. No. Who am I? He's a sheikh. He's a scholar of Islam. I don't agree with him, so I no longer call him sheikh. He praises someone I don't agree should be praised, so I don't call him sheikh. No, هذا جهل. That's ignorance يا إخوان. والله أعلم. الله knows best. طيب نكتفي هنا واستعب يا إخوان. وجزاكم الله خيرا. May Allah reward you all. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.